Welcome to a journey of spices, excitement, experiences, and stories of good flavor meeting great vegetables and fruits right here on AUMcuisine. Good morning. Let's make some lovely savory breakfast. And guess what? I'm going to mix it up with mushroom and protein and just make it absolutely delectable. So in a hot pan here, I have some organic sesame seed oil, and I'm going to start off with some cumin seeds. It's very important to digest properly, and so the cumin seeds will definitely help with that. So this is awesome. And then I'm going to tell you what all I have. I have some previously cooked quinoa mixed with some millet and some amaranth. And you can choose any protein grain, non-gluten complex that you desire, but this is one of those really, really good complexes for sure. So when I have the cumin seed there, I'm going to be throwing in some jalapenos, just finely chopped. I like the sound of jalapenos and cumin. Don't know why, but it's kind of nice, rustic. So over there, I'm going to be adding in a spoon of minced garlic and a spoon of minced ginger. So remember, you already have two heat points here. You have the jalapenos and you have the ginger. It gives you a reasonable amount of heat as well. So now I'm going to add more heat. So I'm going to add some chili flakes. Now, of course, if you have somebody who cannot have too much of heat in your life, then don't add it. But this is really good. Really, really good. So I'm going to add about a handful of onions, which are cut into little strips. And I love that to cook through nicely. I love making savory breakfasts. More often than not, because sometimes, you're quite in a quandary. You don't want to eat something sweet, yet you want to eat something healthy. So what is it that you are going to do for your diet? And this is one of those times in which you can fulfill that requirement. So it does work. And the other time I actually would use a recipe like this would be if in case it's a brunch, so I'm really serving not breakfast, not lunch, but a brunch. And I want to have a lot of in-depth flavor in my food. So here I have a bowl full of lovely goodies. I have like banana mushrooms, royal trumpet mushrooms, I have some maitake. You just want a whole bunch of different lovely shrooms, and they're beautiful. They just are so beautiful. Like, look at this maitake, my God. So I would just use my hands to move them apart a little bit. But remember that mushrooms sweat a lot, so you really want to know that, the water will come out, so don't try to add extra water, don't cover up the wok, nothing like that need be done. So I want to wilt my spinach, but before that, I would like to add this cooked complex right through. As the flavors are mixing through with the mushrooms, at the same time, we can work on the quinoa being mixed through as well. See, it's already cooking through really nice, and it has this specks of lovely color. And the idea here is to understand that mushrooms have a lot of protein too, which many people don't know. They're like, oh, mushrooms? I don't know about the protein. And it's got lovely anti-cancerous properties. So there might be some people in your life who do think that mushrooms are non-vegetarian. In the Indian diaspora, we come across a lot of people who think so. They're like, oh, it's like a half animal, half plant thing. Absolutely not. It's a very beautiful medicinal complex. And sometimes in Ayurveda, they call mushrooms tamasic. But the idea is that the medicinal properties of it make it a truly universal as well as an international thing that we can consume. So that's important. So I like cutting spinach into little strips like that because it really makes the appearance of the dish beautiful. When you throw in big leaves like that into this, it doesn't really, go into the aesthetic appeal of the dish. And we all like aesthetics. We all do. You do, I do, we all do. We like to see things that are beautiful to look at. Okay, So as that's mixing up really nicely, I'm going to be adding some teriyaki. This is like a sanjay teriyaki marinade. It's really nice, but it can also be used for a stir fry, which this pretty much is a stir fry. So I'm going to be putting a nice big dollop of it there. And at this juncture, I want to sprinkle in a little bit of turmeric. See, I love turmeric. I think turmeric should be added in plenty with different things that we do. And it's just gorgeous. It gives you a really nice hint of flavor. And the color is extremely vibrant. Of course, the properties of turmeric are gorgeous as well. See, cultures that eat a lot of turmeric, like Indians, we don't have too much of Alzheimer's. So curcumin has been researched to really help with that. Now, I'm going to put a very little salt there because definitely this does have salt, your marinade. I'm going to be putting in some salt. And in about a minute, I'll be ready to plate up. Okay. Time to plate up. I have such a beautiful plate here and it's got some lovely arugula. I'm going to make a very quick dressing. I have some lemon juice. Going to pour in some sesame seed oil, a little bit of the marinade, a pinch of salt, and that's it. Just whisk it through. Very, very easy dressing, supremely easy. And for it to be glistening, I'm just going to be adding some carrots into that. So the carrots will kind of get the flavor through. And then I'm just going to pour it on the arugula right here. So we have a little bit of hint of flavor there. Beautifully done. So then a little mold here. Very nice, lovely little molds, and we just start packing things in. So as I've always told you, try to get it in as much as possible so that it's uniform. And so when you lift the mold, it doesn't actually fall through the cracks. So the idea is to really pack it through. It has lots of moisture and it's just beautiful. Oh, look at that. And it's such an easy brunch or lunch or breakfast option to put together, really. You can use it pretty much for any meal, but one of the major famous questions, what do I eat for breakfast? Can be answered very well with this. So it's really come through. I'm just going to lift it really nice. See how pretty that is? Beautiful. I'm just going to allow this to come closer. And then right on top of this, I'm going to garnish it with some goji berries because it really gives you another huge flavor, another huge burst of flavor. Very nice. There you go. So now I have to do a taste test. So, right back. Okay, so the carrots and the arugula, I want to see how that little salad thing went first, just to make sure. Beautiful. Right amount of peppery taste from the arugula, sweetness of the carrots, lovely bit of acid, so good. Okay. I love that flavor. So good. Gives me the nutty texture from the quinoa and that lovely Asian flavor from this lovely teriyaki marinade. Yummy. And the surprise of the onions, the cumin and the mushrooms. Perfect. I hope you have another lovely, exciting meal with a loved one. Until we meet again, this is Vaidyaji.